It's not always easy in rural communities without a grocery store or farmer's market to find fresh, locally grown produce. But in several communities across the North Country now, that is an option, thanks to a new farmer's market on wheels. Our Jack Leduc shows us.
Shortly after sunrise, workers in Malone were busy harvesting freshly grown vegetables that will be consumed by North Country residents who live in outlying villages. Without leaving their rural community, they get fresh vegetables through a market on wheels. 2 years ago, the two-county JCEO decided to bring healthy foods to rural residents who lacked supermarkets.
What they were able to do is acquire a vehicle which they converted to a mobile veggie mobile. And they started out in 12 different communities, and they've now expanded to 24 by adding another vehicle.
They need help. They just fall behind or between the cracks, I guess you'd say. And they need nutritious food if they can get it. And we try not to give them all cans. We try to give them real produce that's grown, that's got some nutrition value to it, and we try to go that route if at all possible. That's why we just have the two new greenhouses you see behind us. They're full of really good products that we can put on our trucks and send to these people, and that's what we're trying to do.
Levine said that each greenhouse produces a garden of vegetables.
Like tomatoes and cucumbers and radishes and scallions and you name it, peppers and everything you can imagine in a garden, that's what we're growing.
One day I happened to be walking down to the laundromat one Monday morning and I noticed that the bus was here. So I stopped in to talk to these folks and found out that all their vegetables are grown in greenhouses in Malone. The quality is wonderful. The expense is a lot cheaper than the grocery stores.
As food prices rise, the mobile services is welcomed by the elderly on fixed income. Prices are lower there. The mobile farmers markets are open to anyone wanting fresh vegetables.
I think getting the mobile produce truck is working out terrific. We've tried to get them before. This is the first year we've had them up here, and I think it's working out beautiful. The seniors love it. They can step out the door, go buy fresh produce. They don't have to go to the farmers markets or the stores. They're getting fresh produce right from local areas. They love that. And I think their prices are better, too, than the stores and even the farmers markets. I think they take more coupons, they take SNAP food stamps.
One reason the mobile markets are a hit is that many seniors are unable to drive or have given up their cars. The produce trucks go to the areas of the needy. Most live in senior centers and elderly housing projects. Every weekend season, the Markets on Wheels pulls up to a designated rural area. Many senior citizens are on a fixed income. Rising food prices eats into their budget. The Farmers Markets on Wheels fortifies their buying power by accepting most coupons, saving them money.
It's a great service, and I come here every Monday when he comes.
Most customers at scheduled locations are on a first-name basis with the van drivers. To meet the growing demand of rural customers, the two mobile markets are on the road 5 days a week. The St. Regis Mohawk tribe has made great strides in advancing healthy eating.
Akwesasne has really worked hard on reducing the risk of their residents of developing chronic disease. They've added the Diabetes Center for Excellence there, right at the Generations Park. They've also added walking trails. They're improving their sidewalks.
Next year at this time, this new greenhouse will be growing plants that are not anchored into dirt. It'll be done hydroponically, a system that will give them a leg up in growing vegetables.
We want to put a hydroponic system in which will be done exclusively for a variety of lettuces that we can grow. We will probably be growing from February through November.
Levine said that the hydroponically grown lettuce can be turned over in about a 4-week cycle. It is also easier to harvest. With the growing season ending, the popular mobile market vans are shutting down, returning next year with vegetables chock full of minerals, nutrients, and fiber that helps reduce heart disease, diabetes, and cancer, and other forms of chronic disease. For Mountain Lake Journal, I'm Jack LeDuc in Malone.
The mobile farmers market runs through mid-October and will start up again in late spring. You can go to the JCEO's website to see what communities the vans visit and for more information.